Now here I've got 3 pages all written in a really scratchy handwriting. And I don't know if I wrote this at my grandmother's house, but it's possible. I have a feeling I wrote this at home. So this one's entitled Grandma Rose. Now, Grandma Rose is my great-grandmother on my mother's side. And I guess I won't go into too much background here. I'm just going to read this. Okay? I don't know that I ever wondered why she used to sit there in front of the big picture window with the thin, lacy white curtains. I sat with her once and she smiled. And she... Oh, wow. I sat with her once and she smiled. And she looked back out through the dull gray screen smiling. And I think I smiled, but I can't be sure. Not like I'm sure of her thin arms in her lap, looking so still in that big rocking chair that moved around her. And like I'm sure of the cricking just before the rush of air through the house and its escape from the quiet furnace. And I'm sure of the 100 noises that I couldn't hear, and sense tenfold, and little beams of light that flicker along the sides of the big lamp. And I'm not sure of the magic in that dull gray screen anymore, the magic that let her look not out but into herself and the things that she had seen in her life. The feeling of that first chilly bite as she dipped her toe into the pool, the comfortable tickle of a warmer current nestling itself around her ankles as she waded deeper into the chilled waters. I remember fake rubber grapes when I look at that screen, purple and green rubber grapes on brown plastic stems. They even knew how to shine like grapes, and when you squeezed them just right, they could gasp. I remember 100 clicks of 100 games and the way the red carpet moved under my cheek as I lay down to draw my fingers through its thick fibers. Written on the same paper is one called Afraid. When you read, do you read? Do the words speak in different voices? Do they move with tedious gait or run with eager strides? When you read, do you read? Can you smell the dying leaves that fall upon the shoulder of that smiling girl you see? And when you do, imagine all of those singing, dancing words laid out end to end on one large sheet of white paper, left to right, then left to right again, more words to make a paper as big as my home. And then imagine the paper large enough to fit all the words on every shelf in the library. Left to right, and then left to right once more. The paper stretches just beyond the horizon, just enough to blur those last words that linger at the edge of either margin. When you read, do you read? And now include every word in every library, and imagine every word ever written, and then every word ever spoken, and then every word ever thought. And I'm afraid I'll never read all of those words or feel all of those feelings. So this one here plays on 2 thoughts that I used to have. One, well, I guess it's just one central thought, and it's just that as everyone's experiencing life, they experience it differently. And there are words just going by, describing things, and once they're thought, said, read, they're gone in that moment. And no one person can ever encompass it all in their mind, and it's just this staggering thought I used to have. So that's all the written stuff in this folder. I was surprised by what I found there, and I hope you enjoyed it.